where you are, where you went to school, all that stuff.
Okay, so I went to Cleveland State.
Okay. She has a bachelor's?
Yes, I have my BS.
That's a big deal.
Yes.
Yay, that's a huge deal. All right.
Surviving that.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Cleveland State was hard.
Yes, I did. I graduated December 23rd of last year.
2023.
2023. Look at me, 2023. And I was told that I can go take the test.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So when
they had your HET for you. You got that, and
yes,
you were
I got
just ready to go.
I was ready to go, but I knew that we had to practice on New World.
Oh,
like,
they did support U World. They did like U World.
Yeah, like some of the student gathered together. It's like, hey,
it wasn't school promoted it.
I
Like
would say
the school didn't
student.
tell you to buy it.
No, the
Okay.
school did not tell me to buy it.
Dumb
So
school. All schools should just. I'm just telling y'all. Shout out to the schools. I'm trying to help y'all schools.
Yes.
U World's gonna pass. You're gonna pass every time.
Yes. Well, the thing is, I practiced the U World, and so I did January, February. I took the exam in March.
Okay, so remember what we said. If you just do questions and no content, you did nothing. Because you cannot pass the test on that. And it's hard because you're thinking, well, I got my content. I paid that damn school thousands of dollars to give me content. That's what the fuck I just did for 4 years is content. And then you do the software and you think I'm ready. Tell them how that happened.
So I used to do 100 questions. That's what,
Oh,
some of
no.
my classmates told me, oh no, do 100 questions a day. So I'm not kidding you.
Oh, at a time?
I was doing 100 questions a day.
Oh, but a day is good.
Yes.
No, a day is good. I thought you meant you're doing a big test at a time.
No, I did 100
No,
questions
a day
a
is
day.
fucking recommended. Okay.
It is recommended, but when I came here, and how did I come here? I want to shout out to D'Angelo because I took the test and I failed the test. And I was like, how? I did very good in school. I was like, how did I fail the test?
And you were good in school. Never
Yes,
failed
I did.
nothing.
No, I had,
Wow.
I mean, I can show
Never
you.
had to repeat anything. In
No,
other
I didn't
words.
have to repeat when I was in Cleveland State. I did it. And I was like, okay.
So why do you
what-
think she failed? Let's see if they know all the shit I teach. Why do you think did she fail?
100 questions a day.
No, that is exactly what we recommend. That's not why she failed.
Okay.
But why do you think she failed? Let's
Like
think.
content.
No.
No. Did you take your test and you do the 45 days way?
No, she took it right away. She didn't go on vacation and all that
No.
little dumb shit people be doing.
No, I was ready to be done. I mean, nursing school, I'm
Cause
telling you,
you
the
had a job.
BSN it's not that easy. So I was like,
You was like, I'm done.
I'm
Let me
done.
get this
I'm done. It's been
You
a
ain't
long
figured
way.
it out yet? Y'all should have figured it out. Nobody
Well-
figured it out. Nobody.
Teach her everything she needed.
No.
The rational, she didn't read
You
the
can't
rational.
tell?
No, English second language.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a high risk factor in and of itself, and it's the #1 risk factor of all.
Understanding
Remember, I
the
did this
questions.
PhD business on this, right? So I found out, it's shocking to me because I didn't know it, that is the highest risk.
Wow.
Yeah. So how was your scores then on UWorld, my love?
So I mean,
Average.
average after
Before you took your test.
Before I joined you.
No, hell
Okay.
no. Like before you took your test.
Right
Before you
So
took the
before I
first
took my
test.
test, I think I was
When you
average.
failed it.
I was like maybe 50, but they say, "Oh, you're fine.
Told
You'll be
you.
okay. You'll be
Told you.
okay." That's what. Oh, it's
I
okay.
told y'all.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that. You'll be fine. And
50s and 60s is what I hear all day in this ear, all day long. Why they took it, because they said that was reasonable. And the software will tell you, oh, it's not too bad, but I think they're learning from me now, so they're getting better. But the 50s and 60s is what I see students have, and when I do their consultation, it's almost 100% I can say what their scores were. Because I ask them before they know where I'm going with it. I said, well, what was your average? Was it 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s? And they say 60s is average. So you're like that. That's
yeah, I was in those
problem.
60s. I was
That's
in the
all it
60s.
was.
Then I was in a program. So the program I was, they kind of asked me to take the test again. So which you say do not do the 45. So I did the 45.
didn't even remember that.
Yes, I did the 45.
Y'all hear that? The
45.
program she was in told her, that's okay, no problem, go right back at it. And so 45 days later, she went right back at it And we also say that's guaranteed failure. I don't know anybody that passed 45 days later. I haven't met them yet in 20 years. So stop, don't do that. You know better, but this is obviously for those who can't join us today in the class. They don't know any better. They take this test 45 days later, and sometimes it's not even they're thinking they have to because of the way it's worded when they get their report. How many thought that's what you had to do? Tell us about that. Like it said it, right? It said you can't take your test any sooner than 45. So you thought, oh, that's when I retake it. Anybody else thought the same thing? Yeah, that's what people have been telling me. So no, that's the minimum time that you retake it, but you have longer, okay? Just, it's so painful to have people fail. Yeah.
Yes, it's painful, and knowledge is power, because one of the things is when I went into nursing, I was like, they told me, oh, just follow the program. I finished the BSN, and I didn't know that you have to take a class to take this test. This test is a beast. It is a beast.
A beast, she said.
I mean, and you know, when D'Angelo said, hey, you know what, contact Dr. Shelley.
Oh.
And I was like,
D'Angelo, my boy.
yes,
That's like my son. Yeah, I
said,
love
call
him.
Dr. Shelley, and one of the things he told me, just follow the process, Bunda. I know, just follow the process. So I came here, I did my consultation.
You did good.
Yes, I did my consultation, and
You're very, very engaged.
it was hard to follow her.
It is hard to follow me, isn't it? I'm
You
crazy.
know, well,
That too.
but
But tell the truth. Tell them why it's so hard. Tell them what you found was hard, so that they know this is normal. You're going to be confused in 3 weeks.
yes. So the reason I felt like it was so hard, she said, first of all, you're gonna do 5 questions. You know, the pink packet. Follow the pink packet. Follow the. Oh my God, I'm telling you, and you know, you need to review the rationale. So when I started reviewing the rationale, I found that it took me longer.
It takes a long time.
Yes.
That's why I said do small little bites.
These small little bites
5 to
and
25.
learn the language. To take this test is a language. It's a culture. For me, it's culture because
It's
it's
culture.
English is second a language. And some of the questions were like, why are they asking that? Why are you not asking me about the kidney and the heart and all the stuff that you learn
Yeah.
in school?
They throw legal in there, ethical, and for English second language, they don't understand that at all.
No, because there's certain things, you know, for my cultural background, if a kid have a problem, I'll give them, oh, get some vegetable, or get this and get that, and some medication, you know.
Yeah.
And the medication were all, what do you call it?
Brand generic. They were
Generic.
all generic.
So that
And
really
some
kind
schools
of
don't
threw me
prepare
up.
you for that.
No.
Whose school prepared them for all generic? Did anybody school say right off the grip, don't even fucking look at the brand for now, it's all generic? Just 2 schools said that?
Yeah.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
So most of you learned brands?
Yeah, that was one thing they did teach. But some
Look
other
at
stuff they
everybody in
didn't
the
even
class
teach.
said only 2 people said they taught them generic. I didn't even know that shit. Wow. Your
Wow.
school did the same thing? They taught brand too?
They taught brown, but I think I wish they insisted on the generic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wish they
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, learn your generic.
Learn your generic.
Because once you are on the floor, I did an internship. Guess what?
It's all
the word
generic.
is generic.
Everything
All of
on
them
your-
are
on your
generic.
unit
So I was
is
like, what are they
What
talking
is it
about?
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
you
what,
had a bomb.
what areas did you fail in on those 2 tests?
So the
Out of
first
interest.
one was psych.
How many questions?
I did 147.
Okay, that wasn't bad, because right out of school, it should be the highest, the best test you have right
Yes.
out of school. So psych, why do I care about psych? Well, psych is the #1 area of failure for English second language.
Yes.
It's #1,
Mhm.
okay? Now, the other #1s for all of you guys, all over the country and the world, is
Wait a minute.
reduction of risk and basic care and comfort. But when I get an English second language student, I promise you she fail in psych. Yeah, because again, it's not, this is a kidney issue, give it a vegetable and a med and keep it moving. It's crazy. It's like not black and white, right? It's like never a right answer, but yet it's wrong. Isn't it? It's
Yes.
just so hard.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why you are the bomb at it, because when I came here, you really taught me. And sometimes I was struggling, like, Miss Shelley, I want to go. I just want to be 3 months. Let me just get out of here.
Let me go take my test.
Just go take my test. She's like, no, not yet, not yet. And just follow what she says, literally. Once I aligned myself to just follow what you told me.
But it wasn't your fault.
Yes.
You were having a little bit of pressure.
Yes.
So you're not alone out there if you're out there and your job is saying, listen, I can't hold this position for you forever. That's real. That's real. I've been a manager. I get it. I can't hold this position forever. You need to get off the pot and go take your test. I get that. But at the end of the day, what God has for you is for you. I done seen people where they were threatened with every inch of their life. If you don't take this test, this job will go away. Fuck you. You're screwed. You'll never work on this unit again. And literally, she did not listen because she literally heard me loud and clear. And she got that same fucking job. Same job. And I'm talking NICU, labor and delivery. I'm talking all the specialty areas. What he has for you is for you. I've also had it where, like the little girl that sat here by you, not too far away from you, did not get what she wanted because they did not keep her job and ended up working somewhere better. What you think you want maybe is not really for you. Don't get so wrapped up in that one position, people, please, because it's gonna make you take tests too soon. Okay, it does. It's pressure.
Yes.
And I get it, because in your case, and I'll just be honest, she got the bomb. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you. If you can get a job at the VA, which is hard in and of itself, you want to stay at that VA. So I got it. I was like, let's work with her, try to do whatever we can, make her stay, not lose that position, because they might take it as federal. It's a federal job. What makes it so wonderful? It's a fucking federal job. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do with it next year because you got a new president, but for the most part, they don't fuck with the VA. They keep you in that job forever. If you want out, it's like prison. You gotta break out. Because you in there now. And what does it have? It has the same healthcare benefits as the president. Don't get it twisted. Your benefits are the same as the highest level of government. I know because I was married to somebody who worked at the VA. So I know, I looked at it. I'm like, oh my God, this is what Obama had. And like, Michelle got this. It's the same exact insurance. It's amazing. Aren't you so happy?
Yes, thank you for your support, because many times I wanted to quit. I mean, when you look at, oh my gosh, she said that you need to work at least 20 hours, not more than that. And I was working like 80
Full
hours.
time.
I was working
Full
full
time.
time. And sometimes 48 hours in, 1 week.
And they didn't want to hear what she was talking about either. So
Yeah.
they weren't the nicest, but they were patient. They were good to her, but they were normal. You can't just like let everybody that works for you do their own thing.
Yes.
It's not something they let everybody do.
Yes.
So sometimes she just would come in here sleepy and tired and upset and
Yes.
overwhelmed. Many times she walked in the store, I don't know what to do. They were so obnoxious yesterday at work. This was so crazy. I don't know if I can do that. Yes, you can. Yes, the fuck you can. I worked 50 hours a week when I was you. I did. I worked 50, not 40. No, it was 50, 55. Didn't have no health insurance, nothing. Hillcrest, right up the street here. First nurse check ever. Could not quit. Didn't have nobody. That dad that I took to the hospital this morning and still got to go get, he wouldn't give me bus fare. He said, you make your bed, you lie in it. I got advice for you. Tell your kids that the shit did work. When they hard on you like that, that shit works. Now look at me. I couldn't get bus fare from my father. You make your bed, lie in it, baby. And you know what? The problem now, we've been too nice to our kids. They don't fucking have a bed and nowhere to lie in it, but our basements. So that shit did work. They are lazy. They think they're entitled to whatever mommy got. Mommy bust her ass and caught 3 buses with a baby in a diaper bag. Because my dad said, you did that shit.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Yes, I know.
We had, 2 days of snow in the last 6 years? That motherfucker stayed white
Yes, it did.
for 3 months straight
Oh,
up
I
your
know.
ass.
I know.
Girl, then it got
be
dirty.
Old
Ugly.
people stop and pick me up. Baby, you
So
need a
you
ride?
are gonna do
I'm
this.
like, yep, I live around the corner.
Cannot believe it. So
Yeah.
tell
It
them
was
how this
sad.
test was.
So
the second test when you took it, it was worse, right?
it was the second test I did 120. I got 120.
You're listening, right? Your very best test is the one you took right out of school. After that, it goes downhill quickly unless you do something dramatically different, generally speaking.
Okay.
So her second test, she only got 120 questions, less than the 147 she got. Do you remember what you failed in?
That one was like I had a lot of Pete's questions,
Not
but it was
fair.
a mix. It was like,
Everything was fucked up.
yeah, it was kind of weird. It was very different.
Was
Like,
that the case study one yet? Or
I had a lot
That
of
was
case.
the new
I had
one.
a
You
case
took the
study.
new
Yeah, I did the new test.
both of them were new?
Both of them.
Oh,
were new.
that was my question.
Yes, both of you are new tests. So when I came here, I followed her program, and it did all this, just follow the program, follow the process, just
The process.
follow the process. And I came to the boot camp. I came to
Oh yeah.
yes, I came to
Toe to toe.
the 3 boot camp. I came to infection disease. It's big deal.
That's why I gave him a lot for this
Yeah.
homework now.
So, and I went in as the week before. So I took my test on the 26th. The week before the test, I was opening my book, and my brain just said, "We're done."
That's her. Your brain
I'm just
like, I'm done. I'm
done.
so over it.
But I'm like, let me review. So, oh my God, she said 2 weeks before your test, review all the area that you failed. Like, your workout. So I start working on those areas one by one.
Look at that CPR.
Yes,
Start
CPR.
tackling one at a time. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what I failed. Okay, let me get crazy with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And another thing I didn't really care about, when you come, we have to do that test, and you do select all that apply. Guess what? My test was literally every subject, limbo. I was like, okay.
This makes sense too.
So I went in and said, God, I've worked hard. I've really worked hard. I prepared. She's prepared me. You made me a better nurse. I'm going to go in. I'm going to take the test. And I follow. You said after 2 hours, you take your break. I had my hard-boiled egg. I had
You
my
had your hard-boiled egg. Y'all attached to the mix, now, ain't you?
And I was just
It's
taking
protein, and it holds you for 4 straight hours, no hunger pains.
Yeah, so I did 85 questions.
That's what I was hoping.
85 questions, and I'm not gonna tell. I was so prepared. She prepares you. I was sitting in that chair. I was answering question by question, and this is my 3rd time. So I had some tricky question. An example, or she said that she has the PhD in words.
Nclex, vocabulary, and
vocabulary.
everything. Reading comprehension.
So when I got those, I literally took the word, broke it down. I was like, this doesn't even make sense. Is it a body? Is it the blood? What is it? And just went back. One of the last class you talked about, look at your answers. The answers are in the questions sometimes. So I went back in those one, and those were the case studies. So I had about four case studies. Yes.
That's not bad.
I had 4 case studies.
Minimum is 3. She had 4. That's not bad. It really
Yes.
sprinkled a lot on you.
So I had 5 case study, and I did very well. So you did another day. You focus on all the case study.
Yeah.
So she prepared me. I mean, I went in there. I was like, when at the 2 hours break, I went into the bathroom. I had my hard-boiled egg. I prayed to God. I said, God, I'm done. I went in as a nurse. I'm coming out as an RN. I am not coming back as a nurse.
That's it.
Because I have my BSM. So when you go to 84 question, I said, that's it. The next one, I'm done.
Speaking of the
like
correction.
that, you better
Yeah.
talk
Talking
it
it,
down.
Talk it, yes.
Yeah.
Because when I came here, I was so broken.
That was power, baby.
Yes, I was so broken. I could not believe
I
that
know you were
felt.
overwhelmed with the new job.
I was
It
overwhelmed.
hard. You were learning the job too. It
Yes.
was orientation.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think like for African culture, education is very up there.
Yeah.
So like failure sometimes is like
That is what
it's-
they tell me. My cousin-in-law, previous husband, born in Liberia, she said the same thing. When you fail in the African culture, is like the worst thing you could
Yes.
ever do, ever.
Yeah.
Because education is the highest priority in their culture. Like, there's no such thing as you didn't get a degree. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, so they are very strict. And her mom is still strict on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's good. But I get it's
Now,
part
meanwhile,
of.
she's been the best nurse in America. She's featured on Channel 5 during COVID and everything. I had to stand up here and tell you guys about that. But her mom is still like, okay, so what are you doing now? Like, where you going now? Well, you should be, well, Shelly, she had a master or something. You should go like Shelly. She's like, I should never ever introduce her to you because now.
I know, but no, that's just I want to say thank you. Thank you on behalf of the Congolese because I speak French. I'm a French speaking, yes. Thank you for.
What is that?
I know.
No, you gotta make sure you put that on every application.
Bilingual.
Yes.
Yes, and when you apply for your nurse practitioner, because I have great hopes for you, you're gonna put that on there too when you apply to the school for it.
Okay.
You're bilingual. This is a big selling point. Y'all better know.
Yes, thank you very much. So thank you on behalf
And
of
you
the
thought it was pretty good.
African community. That's what we do. For helping, yes, for helping a Congolese background. I'm American, but you know, I'm just happy. Thank you for
Never forget where you
supporting.
come from.
No, thank you. Thank
So
you.
what's your best advice? What should they do?
So-
Going forward, what did the little bad babies need to do?
Okay, so the last boot camp, she went over the Oh My Gods. So get the Oh My God and reread it because I read it 3 or 4 times, but I missed a lot of things. But the last boot camp,
People
she
say that
went.
after boot camp. They're like, I never knew it had
Yes.
all that.
So go over it. Infection disease, reduction of risk. You did a phenomenal job on the reduction of risk.
So if you were not here for this boot camp, and every boot camp is very different. I start somewhere differently in every single boot camp.
Yeah.
So I'll start in an Oh My God packet on one boot camp. I'll do meds on another one. This time I did reduction of risk, and I covered it thoroughly.
Yes.
So, you know, the boot camps are fun to come
They
to.
are fun to come and come to class. I came every Tuesday. I drive 45 minutes. You know, sometimes I was like, but I did. I came. It's beneficial because one of the things is you go to nursing school, you have the knowledge, but she teaches you to be a really good nurse. So like when I'm on my floor, I look at things. I mean, I catch things differently. I'm like, okay, what can I do? Miss Shelley is always on my back. He's like, go check, you know.
Schizophrenia.
But it's worth it though. It's worth it. So that's what I would say. Just focus on it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, the pink packet, and do it, and do every system. Just go over it. I was a little stubborn, but I'm telling you, just go over it. Go over it.
She did catch on though after a while. It took a minute. I'm like, what is you doing? Like, what? No, it's a list. Like, you go down the list. Like, okay. Yeah,
I just wanted to
fussed
go.
at her a
I just
lot.
want to be done. I just
Yeah.
want to be done. But
And that's
no.
okay.
Yeah. So.
Everybody has that like thing. They got to do it.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's what I would say. Just focus on the packet, and be the best. Become the best of the best. She encouraged you. She's tough. And I know when she was tough, I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? But you're gonna meet that
I was
on
what?
the tough. Like
Oh,
you know,
tough
when
as
we
hell.
come here, you're like, hey,
Girl, a hot mess.
you did not.
What
you
the
need to
fuck?
pay. I know.
What the fuck is she doing? $10. Shit.
I know.
Yeah, you know I don't need the money, so it's really to get your little ass
Yes,
together.
I know. And even the swearing part, I was like, oh my goodness, she's swearing. And guess what? Was it 2 weeks ago? One of the patients swore at me in the morning. I was
Didn't
like,
even bother you,
I was
did
like, oh my goodness. But now I
That's
was like,
Shelly over there in that bed.
yeah. So I was like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
You
so
know?
I try to get you ready for
Make
the
it
outside
seem
world.
bigger.
I really
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
Part of what my game is, and those of you who really know me, you know this is why I do it. Because the doctors are crazy, the managers are on some bullshit, your patient and their family gonna cuss you out. I'm like, let me toughen them up because they ain't been nowhere. They don't know nothing about this. Let me get them together. And it don't shock you.
No, they did not.
No, it's
yeah.
like, okay, people can be good people and still swear. I remember my student told me that from Africa. She goes, when I first started, I said, oh, she could not be a holy woman. She don't love God. No, she don't. They think that, really, and
Yeah.
I'm letting you know, never judge.
Yeah.
Because your blessings can come from the loudest, most obnoxious, craziest person you ever met in your life. And that gets you not to judge. Judging is what got us in this trouble in the first place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I'm proud of you. You know I'm proud of you, girl. Because you did that shit. And you kept that damn job. Sorry, that wasn't taken. Whatever. If it was, it's okay, because I don't give a fuck,
All
right?
right.
But I do, I'm serious, so we're done. But I'm